Okay, so what I want to do now. Oh, it is, let me get the notes, because sweet Jesus. Okay, so, I don't even know what I'm going to ask, but we're going to attempt to do this. You don't want to stand up? Okay. No, you don't. Well, you seen it. Virginia. The Virginia governor and the Virginia attorney general both admitted to blackface, wearing blackface back in the day. And so, naturally, some people call for them to resign. And the governor's name is... His name is Bob. We're just going to call him Bob because I don't know where I wrote that. What is the child name? Anyway, the governor of Virginia. Look it up yourself. He wore blackface. And the attorney general's name is Mark Herring. He wore blackface back in the day. So people were calling for him to resign. If the governor resigns, then we're left with the lieutenant governor. He will be the new governor, kind of like president, vice president. However, the lieutenant governor is also being called on to resign because he has a sexual misconduct and sexual abuse allegation against him. And so he said it's false, so it's that sort of my word against yours type of thing. All these people are Democrats, mind you. The AG, the Attorney General, the the Attorney General, the Lieutenant Governor, and the Governor. And so they're calling for him to resign, too. So you have the governor with the blackface, they're calling on him to resign. Lieutenant Governor with the sexual misconduct, they're calling on him to resign. The Attorney General of Virginia, they're calling on him to resign. Now, the Attorney General went out and did the whole apology. He did the apology. So they're kind of sort of backing off of him, but the governor originally said, "Oh, I'm sorry for the picture," and then turned around and said that it wasn't him. So he's still he said he has no intention on resigning. So they can call for an impeachment proceeding. They cannot call for his impeachment. They can call for an impeachment proceeding. And which would be an uphill battle in the whole bit. Now, which is why Donald Trump's resignation is the way you really need to go. Impeachment would take forever and he'll make it to 2020. That's why I said, anyway. So back to them. So, the governor said he's staying put. The lieutenant governor says he's staying put, and the governor is backing him up. The attorney general is sort of off the hook because he gave a correct apology. Now, this quote fell out the mouth of the governor. He said, "We are coming up on 400 years from the moment when the first indentured servants from Africa landed in Virginia." He was talking to Gayle King at the time. He's called them African descendants. No. Indentured servants. The first indentured servants. You mean slaves, child. Indentured servants. So he's not all that aware. And I think a lot of times, not to be rude, but some of these white dudes just sort of get into their whole, I'm white in America and I don't really see the problems of other people because I don't have them. And that's not just white dudes, that's just people in general. A man can't possibly understand all the time what a woman goes through because he doesn't go through it. It's like a cat person can't understand what a dog person goes through. So, it's just one of those things. It's empathy and sympathy. They just don't have it. So, there's a little more to this. It's just like a novel. So, there's a person who said, African Americans right now are very angry at the double standard because, mind you, a lot of people are calling for the lieutenant governor, the black guy, who has the sexual misconduct allegations. They're calling on his resignation, but they're not really calling for the resignations of the AG and the governor because they're sort of backing off of that. But they're really going after him, including other black people, because of the whole sexual misconduct. He said he's guilty. He said he wants a FBI investigation, and the governor is also backing that up. So, there's someone who said African Americans right now are very angry at the double standard on display in Virginia. This is very bad for your Democrats, or something to that effect. Who said that? Donald Trump. The one time he was actually right, even though he was trying to throw shade because it was Democrats, still. He is right, some of them are, because there is a double standard. That the blackface thing does not get them called to the carpet, but the sexual misconduct thing does. And he's black. So if you impeach him or call for his impeachment, the black guy gets in trouble, while the white guys with black face do not get in trouble. So you see sort of how the waters are muddy, even though the two things are not equated, they're still muddy. So what I want to know is what the hell's going on? Like, what's going to happen? Now, there's another thing to this. Wait a minute. Jesus, Christian. So if you lose the governor and the lieutenant governor and the attorney general, because mind you, the governor is first. If he goes out, the attorney general, not attorney general, but the lieutenant governor is now governor. If they both go out, then the attorney general is governor. Sort of like president, vice president, speaker of the House. So you got governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general. If all three of them go, then you got Kirk Cox. He is the Republican Speaker of the House of Delegates. He would then be the person, the governor. So there is defense, naturally, because, you know, why wouldn't you? Queen of Cups. There are two women involved in the allegations. There they are. There's the other one. Eight of Cups is abandonment. Oh, there is a change a-coming. There is justice. Now, here's why I think this is... Justin Fairfax is the lieutenant governor. He is the one that has the sexual misconduct. He's the black dude. So here's why I say this is him. Because the other two guys are just being accused of blackface. He has been accused by two different women of sexual misconduct. And both of them just popped up. He can resign. He has no intention on resigning, but he can. So he can walk away from this. Or he can let the justice system play out and they can call for impeachment proceedings. Virginia always got some mess going on with their governors, I swear for Lord. So then there is the queen. Not the queen, but the page of cups in the fear. Knight of Swords. Four of Swords. Yeah. And the Five of Wands. Absolutely. So it looks like they are going to call for your head. So here is you. This, that's funny. The guy in the picture is black too. Isn't that funny? So there's you. And I don't think it's anything racial going on with the governor and lieutenant governor. because the governor is in favor of the open FBI investigation. He said he also backs the guy up when he said he didn't do it. Or he said he didn't say he sort of went along with his comments of I didn't do it. He just said, let's investigate and see. He's innocent until you prove him otherwise. Which is, the right thing to say, I guess, because that is true. Because this could just be kerfuffle. So here's the two women that are accusing him. Now, mind you, they are accusing him of sexual misconduct. He did not say he did not have sex with them. Because he did. He said it was consensual. So there's that. So he does know them. So these are not just two people out of nowhere. He knows who these people are. They claim sexual misconduct. He claims consensual. So there you are. So he can resign because, they're going to call for your impeachment. Because these two brought about some major change. Now we go to court. It's chaotic. It's about to make Rachel Maddow. She's about to do another deep dive into all this and probably tie in Don McDonald or whatever the hell his name was. This is going to hit the news. Like everybody's going to know about this. This is not something that you're going to have to go read up on. This is coming. So if you don't want to go read up on it, just wait. Here it comes. This is a timeout. Go sit down somewhere. There's your major change. Time to have a seat. Now here's something very odd about your fear. There's something uncomfortable about this. These women say that you conducted yourself inappropriately and they're calling for sexual misconduct against you. You said it was consensual. But this is bringing back bad memories, not good ones. This is bringing back memories. Why is it your fear? If it was just consensual, then, then it should have just been a roll in the hay. Why is it scary? Unless, she took her clothes off, she had a Venus flytrap or something on her, then okay, fine. But why else is this a fear? Are you actually guilty? Because now that it's timeout time, now it's time to fight because they're calling for your proceedings or for your impeachment. They're not actually impeaching you. So, with your outcome cards in the justice system, it's now time to truly defend. This is only going to get worse. Now, that was just the general reading. Those other two guys seem to be safe, but let's look at the governor. The governor of Virginia, Northam. That's his name. Because he wants the FBI to investigate, so, which is the right thing to do. How does get all turned upside down? So, Northam. What's going on with you? Got another card upside down. Northam. Northam. Governor Northam. Looks like you're okay, and that's why you didn't pop up. The star is hope. Bond. Four of Swords. There's a timeout, so you may want to get out the public eye a little bit, go do some work. There's the stability. There's being bound by your duties. Separation, like I said, go sit down somewhere. There's money in your fear, so you do fear as though you will lose your job. You don't have any. You say you're not leaving. I believe you. Knight of Cups, Karma, and then Three of Wands. You're leaving, but on your own terms. So you're not. I don't see you losing your job. Is what I'm saying. Like eventually, yeah, because I mean you're not going to be governor forever. So. Three of Wands, Three of Swords, there is some separation, so, I mean, you don't go forward as far as being a person that they hold in such great esteem. But you do go on to different horizons on your own terms. Do not think of running for president as a person who wore blackface. Even as a young man, I don't care how young you were, it's still looked at as stupid. That's one of those things that just haunt you forever. So, let's do 4 more cards on Justin Fairfax. Because he is the one that seems to be getting the brunt of this with the sexual misconduct. Justin Fairfax. Strategy. King of Pentacles. There's that major change with the death. And the Nine of Cups is desire, wishful thinking. That's the wishes card. So, right now, things are changing, because like I said, this is all about to hit the fan. You're about to see it everywhere. And I don't think they're going to actually get you impeached, but you're going to have a very strong strategy in order to get out of this. It may even have to be a little underhanded. That is the only way I see you getting out of this, and that is what you want. I mean, you're not above it, so I'm not saying that you're some person of high scruples. I mean, you are capable of such a thing. So, in the words of someone great, watch this space.